Duly Noted, 5/14/2015. Hi, I'm Dr. Kathy Dooley. I want to talk to you about lat activation, which you hear a lot about, the engagement of latissimus dorsi. I hear a lot of miscues on trying to get the lat to activate. Most of them include putting the shoulders down and back. And I know the goal is to try to get the lat to extend and to adduct the humerus relative to the scapula. But what most people hear when they say down and back is to shove the elbows back. And what they end up doing is protracting the shoulder and elevating the shoulder. These are activities of the scapula, not of the humerus, and the lat doesn't act on the scapula, it acts on the humerus. So a better correction, a better cueing, would be to leave out the internal rotation component, because the body is pretty good at internal rotation, but to focus a little bit more on the other planes at the humerus. The lat will actually pull you into extension, which is sagittal plane movement, and then pull you into adduction of the humerus, which is going to be elbow towards the rib cage. So in order to get both extension and adduction, you're going to leave the scapula fixed and use a crooked arm bar to be able to activate the latissimus dorsi. So the way to do this, you may want to start with the client with no weight, no band, and get into a side lying position where the shoulders are packed on top of each other. So nice and stacked. The top leg can be forward. You can prop them up if you want to go into a little bit more stabilized hip flexion. I'm going to go ahead and let my knee fall down. You want to be in a 90-degree position to lumbar lock so you don't hyperextend to the lumbar spine. Pull the ribs down, and you'll be in this position here where the head is nice and relaxed. As you bring the arm up, the arm again, keeping everything stacked upon each other, you're going to maintain a nice vertical forearm and bring the elbow behind the ribs as you maintain that position. What I find with a lot of people is they instead will try to roll the shoulder forward, and they'll also try to use the bicep to curl themselves forward. So to take out the biceps, we're just going to slightly pronate, which means turn the palm slightly away. That'll turn off the biceps. And you're going to pull the elbow down towards the rib cage. You should feel a nice little cramp on the lateral side of your armpit if you're doing this correctly. If you feel it more in the neck, you need to relax the neck. You may have to get a pillow or a yoga block to elevate. If you're feeling this in the low back, you may have to elevate at the knee and make sure to pull those ribs down. So once you feel like you've got that pretty easy and you can feel the activation in the latissimus dorsi, you can band it up. So you can put a band on the bottom foot. And what this does is add a little bit of resistance. So get yourself nice and stacked, ribs down, nice lumbar protection, and remember not to bend the elbow. We're trying to keep the forearm relatively perpendicular to the ceiling. And then once you feel pretty good at that, you can weight it up with a kettlebell. You can start in a regular armbar position, ribs down, and you're going to draw the elbow downwards, and then exhale on the way up. You will feel, man alive, the latissimus dorsi. So, in addition to the rows that you do and other lat activation drills, you may want to include the crooked armbar. There's another video in the series for Dooley Noted called Armbar. You may want to check that out. It's just a scapular stabilization drill. The lat's also involved in stabilization, so you can take a look at that. And then progress them into the crooked armbar. Try this out. You will feel this lit up like a Christmas tree. And if you don't feel this lit up, and you feel this or this lit up, you may need to see somebody about motor control issues in your scapula. So give it a try, see if you like it, and I hope to see you next time. Duly noted.